I mean, one thing to consider is they haven't necessarily had a blank canvas in scrims, right? We've already talked about the problems they have with Clueless on both maps.
They haven't even really been able to play the way they want. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Luckily, though, they do have experience under their belt, and they have arguably one of the best players North America has ever fielded, and that's Baja. You know what I mean? So I'm not necessarily worried about them. It's just the first day, and I do see them kind of getting into their groove. But this thorn in their side of Clueless is not helping.
No, it's definitely not, and it's actually funny to say. At the start of the night, we were talking about Clueless actually coming out on top in terms of scrims. Clueless have struggled today. And it's not necessarily been Liberate that's the deciding factor in that, right?
Yeah,
I mean, not at least in what was I going to say? Not at least in terms of team fight, but maybe throwing off their rotations a little bit. I don't know. Maybe, like you said, the thorn in the side and just the lingering thought.
Yeah, because that threat of them, making a play off of that very close drop, it's not necessarily a hot drop, right? But it's still very much uncomfortable to have a team that close to you on the drop because they potentially can push you at any time. Luckily, though, for both Liberate and for Team Clueless, they're dead center circle. So they don't really need to worry about that. If they do get in a fight, sure, they can literally hang out as long as they want and reset because they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to rotate. So this may be a really good game for the Liberate that we want to see, but Team Clueless, they're always there. They're always a thought in the back of their mind, as you said.
I mean, coming back to it, this is the closest to a blank canvas they're going to get, right? They
True.
don't have to worry about rotating away and where they're going to be lurking and whatnot. So I have to wait and see how this one plays out. But on board now, a kickstart again off the back of that previous game win. Maybe going to put some wind in the sails, so to say, and hopefully follow up that win with another good game here on the final game on Miramar.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I mean, no matter what happens today, I think people really just need to remember that this is just the first day of groups. Sure, some teams are obviously killing it. Hardshift, Sonics, T8, like they obviously have a very comfortable lead, but that can very quickly change as well. So we'll have to see. Obviously, this is the last game of the day. Going into tomorrow, it will still be all weekend, Erangel, and then the last two maps will be Miramar. But there's still a lot of games to be played, and this is a rotating group stage. So
exactly. And what I was going to say was we're playing for top 16,
right?
We're not. I mean, yes, there's money involved, but
sure, it matters if you win. But you're just looking for the top 16. I couldn't agree with you more.
The big prize is to advance. So maybe we're seeing a couple of teams, not necessarily. I mean, coast is probably the right word, right?
Yeah.
Do what's necessary.
I just hope, Puck, that we don't see some teams fall into the pitfall where it's like, oh, we don't need to place top 5 or top 8. We don't even need to win. We just need to, coast on by, as you said, in the top 16. And we've seen that so many times in the past where the teams that coast end up being in trouble and then either barely qualify or they don't qualify at all. So that being said, we talked about group stages and how they still have time. That doesn't mean that I feel like any of these teams should quote unquote take it easy.
Let's see, one eye open, absolutely dead last on the leaderboard. Hopefully you're going to be able to put something up in the final game.
I feel like this is a name, this is a throwback, right? Patron. I mean, I remember
Patron's been around.
He's been around for a long time.
He was on the original Zenith roster with
yeah.
Who was it with?
It was
Kendo,
Lister, Kendo, I think, right?
And Roth
and Patron. Yeah, that was the original Zenith. True.
Yeah.
Here he is again. Yeah, he's been around for a while. I think Lister's in this lobby too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's in Gravity. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Sure.
I'm always wrong. Oh, it's Lip Sin. I'm so sorry. Yeah, see, I knew I was wrong.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I called myself out. I am incredibly disappointed in the lack of back and front flips that we've seen from these.
I'm going to be sending out a message in the PCS Discord. I'm going to be sending out a message.
Also, as an admin of High Ground, I think you need to do something about it.
I'm going to be assigning the rat role later tonight.
Yeah, and obviously, excuses. This is another one of those circles where these teams are just going to be setting up. A lot of these guys are just going to be looking for, just feeling each other out at the different positions. Obviously, Balefrost is about to find out that TAC 8 is under them, but I don't know if TAC 8 is really a team you want to mess with right now.
No, like I said earlier, I see them in a kill feed. I'm rotating away because they've had their Weetabix today. And again, a team like that you know that did underperform, that now have this massive surge of confidence. You don't want to mess with a team like that. You really don't, because I mean, when they're feeling it, they're just going to keep doing it, right? They'll just keep pushing, keep taking his team fights. We saw it in the last game on Orang, of that team fight with Duel, where you know Lush didn't back down. Like
No.
they didn't look to peel away from that situation at all.
Lush was also, I think, at a quarter health, and he still went up and got the knock too, which again is, I mean, playing against Lush in the past, I mean, he was a much more passive player. So the fact that he even got up to do that play with such low health, it shows improvement on everyone on that team. I mean, these guys are all playing way more aggressive. We saw CZ go for that kind of wide push, and then he got that disgusting turn. I mean, these guys are playing at a different level than they have in the past, and it's great to finally see, to be completely honest with you, because I love these guys.
Yeah, and board now Veritas. This is one of the teams that I was super excited to see. Again, I think Michael is one of those players that's just consistently underrated. He's a very, very talented player, and Dietrichs as well. I think given an opportunity with this roster to, I guess, really expand on those couple of games where we've seen him pop off and just do some insane things.
Dietrichs, I was always impressed with Dietrichs, to be completely honest. He's always been just like a really good mechanical player. He has a really good, really good game sense as well. But Veritas, you know, that being said, as well as having Michael on that team, they are kind of struggling today. I don't really think that's something that people are going to argue. It's been a rough day for them.
It has indeed.
PDS as well. I mean,
Seal's really just doing a tour on the bottom of the leaderboard right now, dude. Like, come on.
Actually,
man.
Lister is on PDS. Not I knew he was somewhere in this.
He was somewhere in here, yeah.
I just didn't know where he was. Yeah. And he's dead also, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah. Unfortunate. That's when you realize he's in the lobby. When he appears on the right side of the queue.
I'm not throwing shade at him either. It's just that all happened in the most unfortunate of circumstances. But I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's playing, even though this lobby is, you know, he's back in the lobby rather. Unlucky, man. And here comes Virtue. Virtue is an interesting roster as well, that I kind of want to talk about a little bit. Right now, their roster is Supernova, Evasion, Tanaka, and Batty Lol. Right? Batty is someone that we saw recently on Radiance, which is now the Rumblers, former Radiance. Had some moments there where he made some decent plays, but struggle. I'm really hoping on this new roster he kind of finds his own, so to speak. Very similar to the way that we saw Honey Badger kind of thrive a little bit in 303 when he had a couple really good weeks of gameplays there as well. So we'll see.
Meanwhile, Evasion looked like he tried to jump out of the way of his teammate there. Or jump over the bike. They're just pulling stunts. They're pulling stunts down there.
So like, oh, they're talking about us? Yeah, check this out. As we very heavily anticipate this first shift.
Just like absolute silence there.
A little camera shake for confirmation, but yeah, this is
about the most straightforward shift we've seen, right? To be honest,
I mean, the last game was pretty straightforward too. The first shift, at least. I mean, this could obviously get really wacky really fast. As I say that, shots are going to be coming out from the Rumblers onto Lobes, who just barely escapes actually with his life on that bike. He's lucky none of the tires got shut off, and hard shifts are actually taking a lot of fire from the Rumblers right now. As we see Rip in the kill feed knocking Balefrost. That is just the knock. He's still going to be alive potentially. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to flush that.
Look at that knock.
Can he flush that? I think he's actually still hitting him. Yeah, he's gone. Bale is dead. That is gross.
That is from downtown.
Jeez, that is ridiculous. And he got the flush. What a shot from Rip.
Don't tell me that was out of a vehicle. I mean, first off, I don't know why Balefrost would be walking out in the open.
Yeah,
there,
it's very true. And sometimes that happens. I mean, that's happened. How many times that happened to you in a game where you just die from a disgusting long shot in a vehicle? You're like, yeah, that can't really.
You don't even try and avoid the flush. You're just like, yeah, just kill me.
Yeah, it is what it is. It looks like Team Blue is now fighting PDS. PDS continues to struggle, man. These guys are not finding their footing in this lobby so far.
It's not pretty to watch. Ambino going to flush that one out. So Skazka now, the last remaining member for Pros Don't Snake, and I mean Clueless. They might be clueless, but they're probably going to figure out pretty quickly where he is.
Yeah, and I don't know if they'll push that. We'll see. That position that he's in. I mean, I think Skazka. Wait a second. T8 scouting out Oath here. Lush being far more active than I remember, and that's a good thing. I truly mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, this is the longest I've ever seen him on his feet.
Okay, that you have a different history with Lush, so I'm not going to speak on that.
Delete the VOD, CD6. Yeah. Delete the VOD.
I have nothing as far as, you know. I never really had to deal with the hot drops or any of that gameplay with Lush, but you and him have a special history.
Yeah, there's a fond place in my heart.
Yep, all in Rozhok.
Yep.
Fabled with, again, that point on the board that Rip had gotten earlier with that disgusting kill onto Bale, but they've had an okay day. You know, it's not been great, it's not been awful. They found some kills here. They've had some really good plays, especially in that field ending where they got second. That was actually really well played for them up until that point.
Yeah, I mean, again, another team like Veritas, they've got themselves into some weird scenarios. It's not necessarily been, you know, a huge misplay.
Something like a failure.
Like
yeah. Lobes again in the crosshairs of the Rumblers and Los AD. He is actually going to make it out this time around, and actually all the members do, but now it looks like Maluk, and then we're going to run into the Sonic. Sonics are far away from the circle right now. And especially with Veritas coming in that southwest region, Puck.
Yeah. All I'm thinking now is Sonics obviously have the route along that high ground, along the ridge that wraps around that other crater.
And look at TAC 8 cutting off Veritas.
Yeah, this is interesting. Actually, Michael's kind of leading the pack here for Veritas.
And Lush gonna get out. Wait, Keenan's
just pulling up.
He's just going in for the push. Shots are gonna be coming in. He's getting shot from all over the place. He's gonna go in, find the flush, and Keenan lives.
There's no trade there.
No, there's no trade at all. Zealot had the opportunity to easily get a trade there. Unfortunately, he wasn't there for it. And now, because of that nice grenade, though, as I say that, he definitely makes up for William. Gonna take the flush. And all of a sudden,
one more member inside the compound here, though.
I don't think Zealot can get out. I think it's blocking his path. And still, TAC 8 is taking this fight to Veritas, and they are all clumped up here. And that's going to be an easy knock for Zealot. Can he get a second one? He does.
Wow. Okay, so just one member standing now for Veritas. He's very low HP. He might swing out of the door here. Comes in.
Wow.
There you go, around the side, and it's actually H-Twin.
This is crazy. Oh!
Wait. No, H-Twin stole one. H-Twin stole a kill.
But even still, the work that T8 put in there, the way they cut off Veritas, the crash from Keenan, I just wonder about that a little bit. I think they just wanted to go for the fight. But, I mean, Keenan did well to get, I think he got a knocker. He got a flush. Either way, man, Tactical 8 continues to impress. And Veritas, unfortunately, continues to find some hard times.
And speaking of hard times, two of Clueless will fall over here. Only one flush coming out just now, but Gravity looking to get aggressive over on the side of this. There's the sweeping ridge underneath that.
Yeah, smoke's coming out. Looks like Gravity does want to indeed get aggressive and finish this off. Nice headshot onto Shrew. That's going to cause some problems. Lipson's going to be pushing in. Liberate on the other side of this as well. They could potentially third party if they want to, but this might just be all Gravity as they start to push Hambino away. As much as I like the handman, yeah, this is zone control at this point. He's just trying to hold them off.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of utility invested though, but I mean, Gravity can just wrap on this. They have all the information because of the high ground position.
Yeah, they can wrap on it. They can disengage if they want to, although I don't think they will because they have Clueless on the ropes. But yeah, they have all the room to work with, and really it's just TC backed up into a corner here. I don't know what they do. This helps a
Giroud
little
gonna-
bit.
Wait, is
But
Waldo
what's
the last man
Waldo?
for the
Yeah,
Rumblers?
what happened to Rumblers? We just saw Los taking
Wait,
shots
what?
at hard shifts.
What?
When?
Okay, Rumblers are.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Okay. So Waldo.
So what
is
happened
just...
to Waldo then? Though, did he not have a vehicle? Did he?
He fancied footing it. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to foot it from there. There we go. Lipsim will finally clean up Giroud. Clueless will fall in 15th. As I'm sure in the next couple of minutes we'll see what Waldo's plan is. Hopefully.
A little while
Hopefully
Petey's
it
lost,
will
dude.
become
I
apparent.
don't know where he is. That's crazy. What if they 400 IQ'd us and they left Waldo there on purpose? What are the chances?
Yeah, they're like, go play spoiler to the 4 teams on the south.
You got me. You got me, Pac. Oh, Waldo. Yeah. Moving on.
Yep. Okay, it didn't pay off.
No,
Back to the drawing board with that one.
Listen, it was one they've been holding in their back pocket. I honestly
Yeah.
think maybe just something happened and he wasn't able to. We're just giving Waldo a hard time.
Yeah. We
Hard
love him,
shifts.
really.
I actually really do love that kid. He's one of my favorite teammates.
Wait, Fabled making a mad dash. As soon as Tactical 8 died there, both hard shifts and
Where
Fabled.
Rip is actually just sending it right above to get an angle down on hard shifts.
Greg just double mollied himself and Haxetti.
That's the second 1G. And in fact, that's a 1G collateral as well.
Yeah, it is. It's the highest tier of the 1G.
Jeez, that sucks, man, for Fabled, because that potentially could have been a nice fight, especially with the aggression and honestly the stones on Rip to just send it right past hard shifts like that, and now they're just going to be coming full force. I can't imagine he's going to survive this. Yeah, that's it,
No.
man. That just sucks. That sucks for not hard shifts. Excuse me. That sucks for Fabled. And here we have Sonics now opening up a fight onto what looks like it was Liberate, as there's just now Baja Waka. But I'll tell you what, if there's one member that you want up on your team, Baja is definitely not a bad choice.
Nope. Definitely isn't. As the rest of the Rumblers now hoping to pay homage to... Okay.
Waldo.
Let's trying to swing a pan.
And Ripper is right in next. Ascend is finally with the opportunity to make some noise in some of these games. They've gone up kind of without a whimper here, but look at Beck. I love this angle from Beck. I loved it. Not anymore.
Yeah, it's swinging a little wide there. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
And Ripper behind the box. Can he find this? Not. I like
is
this.
cheeky.
Beautiful. This is
Catch.
No, don't shoot yet.
He's shooting the pan. He's actually just put half of his scar clip into that pan. Oh my! How is he not burning?
McCoy. That is.
McCoy just lost 60 pounds to become skinny enough to avoid that.
He was
Somehow.
already
Actually,
pretty small to begin
Wait.
with, but wow, Beck gonna take out Los. Wow, Rumbler's falling apart actually on this push.
yeah, McCoy is literally 5 HP. He will fall, and that's the Rumblers going down in 11th place after one of the most optimistic 3-1 splits I've ever seen on Miramar. But
I have to. I'm gonna ask Waldo. I'm gonna ask what happened there.
I don't want to. Lost will shout at me.
Well, overall, it hasn't been a terrible day for the Rumblers. That's just not the greatest stamp on the end of the day, but I think they'll be fine.
I think they will indeed.
Yeah, it's not as so. I mean, it's nice for them finally getting some points on the board, getting some kills, and as Gravity is sending it in with 6 kills, as it is to the edge of the circle, there's nothing there, Lipson. You got to keep going as Sonics trying to take out their similarly colored rivals as he rotates past. And he's actually going to make it into this compound that is just barely, that long building is just, the barn is just barely in there. And where he
live
parks,
to see another one, but
maybe.
I mean, well, yeah, maybe he's got to get his vehicle safe first, and I don't think it's going to be safe to the north. So,
An Oath is continuing to just kind of have a rough day today. It's been a rough swing of things for them. Smoke for reload. They should be able to get him up. Nope, I lied. Too long.
Yeah, it was tricky there because Pat has to stick that first aid.
He does.
The utility coming in, that's optimistic.
Oh!
Oh my word!
I really want someone to sound
They can't miss.
Reaction from
They
you.
can't miss.
So good. As now Lipson, I mean, what is his option here? He could potentially that nade was disgusting. I didn't think it would bounce. I don't think he cooked it at all, to be honest. I think that's why it oh goodness, pan kill. Good night, sweet prince.
Wow. And now Lipson will make his dash. Don't pull up towards hardships, dude. Do not go anywhere near that valley. You've got
I don't think he's gonna get the opportunity to. Oh, little backwards. Ooh,
oh,
that was clean AF. Okay, that was super clean. Can I say that? I think I can say that.
I think you can say that.
I think I can say that. That was. This man got turned around and he immediately put that bad boy in reverse and hit the gas. That was clean. I got to give it to him. Skazka, meanwhile, still how did he actually make it all the way here? He was very much not in a position to make it into the circle. As we now see Kickstart and Zenith coming in. And Virtue struggling again, man. I mean, they're just getting wiped out. They made it to top 8, but doesn't look like much more. As Zenith is continuing to make a little bit of headway here towards the tip of this crater here on the south side of this circle, but hardships again, man. I don't know what Maluk has been eating and drinking, but these guys are always in the best. But all of them, the decision making from all of these guys has been out of control today.
I'm gonna need a piss test on the whole team to be able to see who else today.
Yeah,
look at this though. Sonic sending a lot of utility over towards 1-eye open here. They want to collapse onto this knock. Ace1 will find Winlow there. The flush comes through. Last member Patron on the wall will fall. Sonics will put themselves up to 9 kills now. They get themselves a little bit of space, but they're going to fight their way into this next circle, Godspeed. It's not an open path.
No, it's not an open path at all. They essentially have to wrap here to the left. The problem is they go to the west, which they are. They really don't have any cover. However, there's no teams currently holding that angle. So this is actually the best play for them to make. And I think because of that, Quinn has gathered that. He looked over straight across towards Minas. He saw that there was no one there. He knows that this side is clear, and this is really the path they have to take. They can actually wrap onto Zenith here if they wrap on the west side. Meanwhile, Hardships is getting ripped apart by Ascendance. Oh my goodness.
Okay, there was a team kill in there, but I think it was from the vehicle, right?
I assume. We got to that fight late, but Maluk down. It's just Lobes now. He is going to find one.
They might be able to save Maluk here.
I think they can.
I mean, the last member's Raven still up on the high ground. Yeah, he can over peek onto this, but potentially if J-Sank's in a good spot, he can stop any real damage coming down. But it's whether or not Raven's got a nade. If he can send a nade onto the backside of the shack, it's going to knock Lobes and flush out Maluk. That's actually a wow. That was actually a really nice shot from Raven. Shut down Poonage.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Zenith will fall in 5th place. Now Raven going to hop into Murado and he's going to go for it.
I think they're going to get Luke up, though, which is huge. Having a 3-man in this circle is massive. He is sending it, though, a little bit towards the north side. I like this play, actually. This is the safest position for him to be in the circle.
Yeah, he's just playing his life. He's going to... Nobody's going to mess with him up there.
And look at the vehicle graveyard around hardships. Sonic's still in full force, though. Arguably, I would say Sonic's actually has the best position. Unless this is
I think so.
A massive reposition from Luke, which he's just driving in circles.
Well, this is that STK spot. STK is so good at playing the side of this little entrance to Bendita.
I love this play. Sonic's is going to hear this, but it doesn't matter. This is going to open up some space. Oh. I'm sweating
Gonna go for the
watching this.
underhand.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can get this underhand, it looks like it might be good.
Oh,
It's
so close. No, and Luke's gonna get taken down. That's unfortunate. That was such a huge anchor position for him to
that's the
hold.
game-winning play, though.
Yeah,
That's
no, it
the
is.
game-winning play.
And I agree with it 100%. Even though Luke went down, that was the game-winning play because Sonics did have the best position in the circle. That grenade, you want to talk about ambitious.
I mean,
I respect it, but it wasn't gonna make it there.
I know
Here comes
Kick's been
Raven!
working out, but wow, Loeb's plucking him out of the Murado. Like some kind of Michael Bay movie.
Yep. And now it's just down to surprise hardships and Sonics, but Gravity once again has made it into this, this endgame with 7 kills.
7 kills.
Yeah.
Like, how do they do it? They just keep like putting kills up.
This is pretty much what Hardships did. If you remember, I think PCS won. They just would quietly accumulate kills here or there, get some points. As we talk about Hardships, it's not the team they are anymore. These guys are, just absolutely fragging everywhere they can. But Sonics, have this wrapped up so nice. Such a neat little bow on things if they can just clean this up. What is Hardships or Gravity to do here?
They need to get another knock on over. The first time around, they actually got Shrimsy on the side of the hill.
Yeah, if they can get 2 simultaneous knocks here, which is asking a lot, and I don't think Sonics is going to give that to him. They have a chance, but with the repositions here...
Lipson,
I wish you all the best.
He pressured onto Hardships there, and now he's got the run in the open to do. And they go Shrimsy actually landing the headshot through the smoke. Sonics will close the day out with a 14-kill win.